On today's episode of i-Dentity, professional chef Lesego Semenya joins us for coffee. We spend a day with the Bonakala cultural group. Our What's Appening segment features a home remedies app. We also review the Christian film Home Run. And the electrifying Jesse Jordan band plays us out.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Welcome to i-Dentity, the multi-faith youth show that will fire you up during these cold winter days. I'm your host Mpumi Mbethe. Thank you for tuning in. Uma ufuna kuqala liviki lakho usemandleni, hayi ke ukhethe kahle phela vele sikuphathele lihlelo lontoqonsise emathe namhla. Hlala unetheke sikuphakele kudla kwemphefumulo. Let's meet our guest who is bound to leave you with plenty food for thought. TD Jakes once said, "It is your passion that empowers you to be able to do that which you were created to do." After years of working in various corporate companies as a process engineering consultant, Lesego Semenya traded his suit and tie for a chef's hat, and he hasn't looked back since. He enrolled at the Prue Leith Chef's Academy in Centurion and studied towards becoming a chef. In 2010, he took part in a World Cup pie designing competition run by the British High Commission, where his pie, based on a township Kota, won and was named the official pie of the visiting British football fans for the 2010 FIFA World Cup. He has since worked under renowned chef Nicky Gibbs, has catered for the British High Commission and the Liverpool Football Club. He also caters for Howard Buffett, the son of Warren Buffett, annually. Mina vele nje ngiyafisa kwathi ukuthi leli jaha linje njani emkhakhweni wetekunjiniyela wayongena emabhodweni. Lesego, welcome to i-Dentity.
Thank you for having me, Mpumi.
Siyabonga ukuthi ube nathi bhuti wami. Ngifuna ukuqala ukuthi Lesego asasemncane bekangumntwana lonjani, ukhulele kuphi?
Kukhuletse Soweto, during the last closing phases of our freedom struggle. My grandfather was an Anglican priest, so we grew up in a very religious family. Sunday school every Sunday. Just that's the type of upbringing I had. Both my parents teachers, so it was a very disciplined upbringing. I was into books and reading and comics. That's the type of child I was as a kid.
Did you always want to be a chef? As a child, did you know that I want to cook?
Oh no, yeah. As a child, my interest was in books, so I knew it had to involve books somehow. And I was good in maths until I got to matric, and I realized maths wasn't my strong point, but I followed through with it, and I went and studied a BCom. But as a child, my goal eventually was to be an astronaut. I thought that was the most brilliant thing in the world. My father used to bring me back spaceship books, and I used to watch Star Wars as a child, and that was my passion back then.
What caused the drastic change from corporate world to culinary arts?
I started in the corporate world very young. I was 20 when I became a process engineer. And when you, as a young person, you tend to follow what society decides should be best for you. You don't follow your passion. And I was one of those. I thought, no, let me go somewhere where I'll have a comfort zone, where the salary will be good enough for me and I'll be happy with the salary. And I assumed that was what I'd be happy with. But whilst I was still engineering, I started looking for things to keep myself, my creative mind busy. And I began writing for a magazine, a youth magazine. And I became close friends with the editor of the youth magazine. My name is Refila Africa. And we used to talk about our dreams and goals, and mine has always been to have my own business. And a lot of people decide to open a business without understanding the industry first. And I chose rather to actually understand the industry, and hence me going to chef school.
And making your own pie. Let's talk about the famous Kota pie.
The reason I came up with the Kota pie, I find lots of visiting or foreigners who come to South Africa, they want local type of cuisine. Even though we're highly trained in foreign food, they want to taste things that are locally produced. And I grew up in Soweto. I grew up eating the fast food, magwenya, dikota, dilotse jwalo. And I decided to fancify a kota pie. So I took a township kota and I turned it fine dining. So instead of chips, I went and I made pommes. Pommes is the French term for potatoes. Pommes batons, I filled that in there. I took acha, sieved it, and I chopped it up as well. Used mature cheddar instead of your normal processed cheese that we get in kotas. And so I played around and made it a very fancy, small little pie. And people seemed to enjoy it, and it won the competition.
I mean, Lesego, you've been catering for high-profile people, but what are other highlights of your career?
Oof. There have been quite a few. I blog, I talk about food. I try to take people who don't understand food and educate them. What tends to happen in South Africa, chefs who qualify, because the qualification is so expensive, they realize that the environment isn't conducive to them paying back the amount of money they took out to get to chef school. So they leave the country and they go work overseas where their qualifications are more appreciated. So I decided to actually stay in the country, and if there isn't a market, build a market. That's the way I view it. So my goal is to try build that market in South Africa, try educate people about food, try to demystify the complex world of food. So by blogging, I try to teach people about that. I've got a book that's coming out as well to educate people about food as well. And Twitter as well. I talk about food all the time, trying to demystify the whole fine dining, la-di-da as people call it, the environment of fine dining.
Would you connect spirituality with food?
I would. Well, obviously there is the dietary requirements. I get them all the time. And when we're at chef school, part of my diploma is understanding people's spirituality linked to their food. Food isn't just a simple thing put on a plate. It's linked to, you are what you eat end of the day. And it is linked to who you are as a person. And I don't scoff, people scoff some of them at the type of food certain religions eat. But I've tried to teach myself to understand the reasoning and why certain things have to be cooked a certain way for certain religions. And with the environment we work in as well, as a person, as a chef, you work long hours. I mean, I work 11, 12 hours sometimes in a day. And if you aren't grounded as a person, as a spiritual being, you tend to fall by the wayside and you burn out quickly. So it's my garage, as I call it. I go home and read the Bible, and that fills me up again and gets me ready for the next day.
Well, we'll find out if the chef can sing.
Oh no.
The song game. Finish off the song. Dlala mambuj.
Dlala slale.
Tulumabel.
Dlala slale.
Finish off the song. I love you, Daddy.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, there's a bass there. Guess the artist. You were and you are and you'll be
Malaika.
The song. Oh, you need to sing this one. I'm going to give you one word. Mafiki Zolo's corner. Corner. Finish off the song. Although we've come
to the end of... Okay, I'm going to stop
the show.
Now.
Guess the artist. Uzozumoya. Umoya.
It's got a cap.
Yeah. Finish off the song. 80 blow fan on set.
Yeah, mo 80 deep the fan on set.
And the last one. It's good, good, good.
It's good, it's nice.
That was actually a jingle. Oh, thank you so much, Lesego. It's been such fun having you here.
Thank you for having me, Mpumi.
You must come with food next time, guys.
I'm sorry. I will.
They say always follow your passion and it will seldom lead you astray. And Lesego Semenya is living proof of that. We here on i-Dentity wish Lesego a lifetime of prosperity and delicious meals, of course. Sisathatha ikhefu ngemva kwaloko sitawubuya bese sihlangana ne-Encounters presenter yethu sigidze indlamu nelithimba le Bonakala Cultural Group. i-Dentity iyabuya ngemva kwaloko.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
It You're still watching the nation's favorite multi-faith youth show right here on SABC 1. Thank you for staying tuned. Kulena ngcenye yehlelo lwethu siniketa wena njengembukeli lethuba lekusitekela yakakho indzaba leyenteka emphakatsini wangakini. We received a Facebook message from Tholakele Nkosi, who lives in Davidton, and this is what she had to say. Hi i-Dentity, my name is Tholakele Nkosi and I would like to invite your team to come to Davidton and spend time with our Bonakala Arts and Culture Group. This is a very dynamic organization that's making a difference in the lives of the youth in my community. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye. The i-Dentity team never shies away from sharing stories that will encourage the South African youth. We spent the day with Tholakele and experienced traditional dancing, storytelling and performances the Bonakala way. Asibe kutsi basiphatheleni.
This is my identity.
Sanibonani ma-i-Dentity viewers, igama lami ngingutholakele Nkosi, ngihlala lapha eDavidton. I'm a member of Bonakala Sports, Arts and Culture. Currently sila eDenparazi Primary School located at Etwatwa. And sinama rehearsals that are taking place. Let's go and see ukuthi igroup yam idume ngani. Let's go. What the group will be doing today is poetry, traditional dance, and storytelling. But before we meet other Bonakala members, we first need to have a little chat with the managing director of Bonakala Sports, Arts and Culture, who goes by the name Mr. Martin Reichhardt. Unjani baba?
Ngiyaphila kunjani Tholakele?
Ngiyaphila. First of all, when was Bonakala established and what inspired its formation?
Bonakala was established in January 2009, and what inspired us to establish iBonakala ukuthi siyabona ukuthi kune talent eliningi elikhona elidinga exposure, and we made it our responsibility as iBonakala Sports, Arts and Culture to expose that particular talent, nurture the talent that the young people have.
Ibonakala idume kakhulu nge-traditional dance. What other cultural aspects do you do or do you teach the group?
Yeah, sizama ngakho konke okusemandleni Tholakele ukuthi sibafundise indabuko yabo, imvelaphi yabo, bavelaphi labantwana ukuze bazazi bona ukuthi bangobani. Asipheleli kuphela ekubafundiseni umdanso owodwa. Sibafundisa nomlando wama culture ahlukene, because South Africa it's very dynamic. We've got so many different cultures. And it's important for us to understand each other, and we need to know each other and understand the different cultures that we have, so that me and you can live in harmony, understanding our different cultures.
Kubantu abaningi lapha eNingizimu Afrika, when one mentions Zulu traditions, siyazi ukuthi sonke vele nje kuqhume umdanso wabe engqondweni zethu. Yingakho nje namhlanje ngijoyine ukhulekani Manqele, ongomunye wama choreographers nama directors weZulu traditional dance. How are you Khulekani Manqele?
Ngiyaphila kunjani sisi?
Ngiyaphila. Ngicela ungitshele kabanzi, why did you decide to specifically choose to teach iZulu traditional dancing?
Into engiyibonile Tholakele ukuthi masingabantu kumele sibuyile emasikweni wethu, because there's one thing that I believe mangumuntu ukuthi isihlahla asikhuli singanawo ama roots, so we need to go back to my roots. Ngiyenze lento lena ukuthi enziwe ekhaya yabona, not only kuZulu but in all the cultures. Umuntu kwamele azi ukuthi buya kwimvelo yakhe enze lento leyo.
Unjani Mbethe?
Ngiyaphila sisi kunjani?
Ngiyaphila. There are many different Zulu styles. Ngicela ungichazele kabanzi with this different Zulu traditional dances. Ahluka kanjani, khamba kanjani, amagama wakhona. Yeah.
Okay, thina sisi senza ilokhuzana umaskandi. Umaskandi sithi into entsha. Oqala abantu abadala babe benza umdabu. Abanye babeshaya isicathamiya bese kuya kulokhuzana iSpeckville. iSpeckville shuthi saqala eBeckville. kodwa istyle lesi esicishe siyele kumzansi. Bese kuba ushaman. Ushaman ila esingaphakamisa khona inyawo kakhulu. Shuthi shanje sipani mhlawumbe sihlangene sibaningi.
Ushaman. Ungangenzela yena nje ushaman nje.
Ngakunisele.
Okay.
Mina ngisemkhunjini umbone. Mina umbone kanjani.
Sisinomvelo ngithanda ukwazi ukuthi traditional dance esabalekile entsheni yamanje especially njengoba ku2014 ucabanga ukuthi i-traditional dance ibalulekile yini?
Yeah, i-traditional dance ibaluleke kakhulu because amasiko yona into engadingakalanga ukuthi ilahlwe, yona into edingakalayo ukuthina abantu. Ngoba akudingakala ukuthi silahle amasiko wethu.
Great people like Mama Gcina Mhlophe and others are known for their influences in preserving the African culture of storytelling. Now, Bonakala Sports Arts and Culture is also fascinated and passionate of continuing with this tradition of storytelling. Now, Mr. Martins, tell me more about the storytelling. Where does storytelling originate?
Storytelling tholakele it's an ancient thing. Emandulo sasingenayo izinto ezinjengemisakazo o television. So beyithike uma sekuhlwa ntambama abantu abadala ikakhulu omama yibo abane njoba usume umention umama uMgcina Mhlophe yibo abantu bomama bebathatha ingane bazibuthe bahlale phansi bese bezixoxela ke inganekwane. This storytelling ngesizulu inganekwane la sesithi khona kwesukasukela.
As you've experienced today, arts and culture is one of the most powerful tools that can be used to keep us connected to our roots and heritage. Thank you so much, i-Dentity team. Now it's back to Mpumi, i-Dentity coffee shop. Thank you.
Thank you to Tholakele for taking us through the importance of maintaining one's culture from a young age. We highly commend the Bonakala Group for doing their part in helping enrich the lives of the South African youth. Uma nawe ukhuthatekile unganosibhalela njengaTholakele ku identitytvshow@gmail.com. After the break, we have the Techno-Smart What's Happening segment. We are reviewing an app that offers age-old trusted remedies. We also check out a movie with a storyline that will fuel you with hope. Hope to see you in the jiffy.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Ngiphinze ngikwamukele usahleti Mpumi Mbethe. If you just joined us, then you missed out on an interview with internationally acclaimed chef Lesego Semenya. We also checked out Zulu traditional dancing and storytelling with the Bonakala Cultural Group in Davidton. Now let's jump straight into our What's Happening segment. Health is wealth, and we here on i-Dentity value your mental, spiritual, and physical health. Today we bring you an app that uses age-old trusted home treatments. It's called the Ayurveda Instant Home Remedies. Ayurvedic medicine is one of the world's oldest holistic healing systems. With its origins in India, it remains one of the most effective traditional healthcare systems. Based on the ancient Ayurvedic customs, the Ayurveda Instant Home Remedies app offers a variety of home remedies that can help with a number of ailments. The app's features include a list of common diseases, a description of each disease, symptoms, remedies that include a do's and don'ts list, as well as prescribed herbs. You also have the option to write down and manage notes concerning a disease, which you can refer to at a later stage. The Ayurveda Instant Home Remedies app is designed to help you fight off minor diseases and infections at home, saving you time and money. So if you are looking to ward off common ailments like a cold or indigestion, download the Ayurveda Instant Home Remedies app today. This information is intended for information purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. And now for our movie review. Each day comes with the opportunity to be better than you were yesterday. Today's movie, Home Run, is all about second chances and finding new hope.
Now stepping up, number 9, Corey Brand.
Were you drinking on the plane? Home Run is a Christian movie that tells the story of Corey Brand, played by the talented Scott Elrod. Corey is a professional baseball player who has a problem with substance abuse. One fateful night, Corey's reckless and drunken driving is responsible for injuring his brother. He gets suspended by his team, and his agent, played by Vivica A. Fox, steps in and sends him into rehab in his hometown. As part of his recovery terms, he reluctantly starts to coach the local Little League team while attending a faith-based recovery program. While dealing with the new challenges that life throws at him, Corey has to fight demons from his past.
In some big PR mess, but let's be real. I mean, these parents are never going to go for you coaching their kids. These are salt of the earth people. And you're pretty much...
Corey uses the unexpected second chance that life has afforded him to try and make things right with himself and those he loves. This takes him on a journey of transformation and redemption. Home Run is a powerful reminder that with God, it's never too late to start again. So if you are looking for a feel-good family movie, then go to your nearest movie store and get yourself a copy of Home Run.
Nothing great happens when you're back.
Lord above, I need a miracle.
Tindzaba adipheli kumane kuphela sikhathi. I hope the i-Dentity team and I have managed to fuel you up with inspiration and you are now ready for the week ahead. Asiphindze sihlangane kuleli tako uma kucwaba insimbi ye-11 khona la ku SABC 1 Mzansi for sure. Kulona lwesihlanu lesiya kuye sitawube sibungata i-Nelson Mandela Day. This is an annual international day in honor of the late Tata Mandela and is celebrated on his birthday, the 18th of July. Mandela Day is a global call to take action to help and celebrate the idea that each individual has the power to transform the world simply by taking action, inspiring change, and making every day a Nelson Mandela Day. In December last year, actress Carolyn Stain started the 67 Blankets for Mandela Day initiative, based on the original idea of giving 67 minutes for a good cause on Mandela Day. The movement has since grown into an international cause, with handmade blankets coming in from all over the world. Those knitting for the 67 Blankets for Mandela Day believe that stitch by stitch, one can make a difference and help keep people warm this winter. So this Mandela Day, try and make a difference in someone's life by giving 67 minutes for a good cause. Don't forget to catch us on the social media front. i-Dentity TV Show is the name to search for on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also drop us an email on identitytvshow@gmail.com. Thank you for spending your precious time with us here on i-Dentity. Talented South African rock band, the Jesse Jordan Band, plays us out with their song, Ready for the World. Have a blessed week and remember to keep warm.